take a picture to save the moment. Selflessly, myself upload it. Just took a little snap so the cloud can own it. Forget the real time in the precious moment. Forget the rare sun, it's a small component of a filter of life that can fill your tone in. Leave conversations behind, but you can bring your phone in. Bring it in and zone in. Gyrate your gold ring as you key the meanings of your deepest feelings through snap pics and retweets. Through repeats on Netflix, get your next fix of the latest action of the next distraction. Sit with no reaction as the hate crimes happen, but Made in Chelsea made you skip a heartbeat. Made you take to YouTube so your views could be viewed. So I don't mislead you, let me not deceive you. Not only am I the same, I'm probably worse too. I wrote this on an Apple and I'm wearing Van shoes. I get validation from likes on news that's been viewed. It's more an observation of who we turn to when we're plugged into a world that ignores and burns you. So in lieu of soul food we're consumed and sold to. They remove the whole view to the things that aren't true. It simply won't do. For a second, let's consider the news. Created for the public, it's been used and abused. Privatised and controlled for a capitalist agenda. It's blatant propaganda that's forced us to surrender. You can take any given paper on any given day, they'll be vilifying someone and spreading fear and hate. Who they choose to target will depend on what's at stake. If the country needs distracting or if they need to make more profit for their pals or if they need to fake. An impending crisis, the worst we've had to date. We'll all die from Ebola at an unprecedented rate, just like we would from bird flu H1N1. Or do we need convincing that we should go to war? Let's show them something terrible they've never seen before, like an innocent Brit, tragically taken. But what we will not show them is the conditions that have made them extreme in the first place, the life that we have taken, reaching to the thousands, the lives that we've forsaken. Their troops are on the ground with the guns that we once gave them, kids deafened by the sound of the bombs that now enslave them. Don't get me wrong, I'm not justifying terror. I'm sickened to my stomach at this human error. I'm just simply stating that while the media is slating Muslims for hate crimes, the media is not debating why thousands died in a war while we were waiting to see proof of these weapons that led us all to hating the middle of the East that had their oil escaping into the hands of the ones we're told we should respect. Every narrative that's told always needs context. If I got my information from the media, Gaza wouldn't be so complex. I would simply think that Palestinians loved the problem. I wouldn't understand that land was taken from them. I'm not saying one is right. I'm just saying the media spoons the news in a package to suit the rich tycoons. Forget the political leaders. I'm sure they're just cartoons, playing out a story and dancing to the tunes. Are the ones with the real power, the ones that call the moves to fuel agreed agenda, a plan that just improves the life of all the wealthy. Here's a stat for you. The 85 richest people have the same as half the world. That's 85 rich people, the same as 3.5 billion boys and girls that can't afford clean water whilst the rich can wash in pearls. But did that make a headline or a story in the news? Or was it Cheryl Cole in the latest Prada shoes? Was it Kim Kardashian posing in the nude? I'm all for entertainment, for music, movies too, but surely our newspapers should sell the fucking news. But if you speak out, and if your views don't fit their culture, will they turn against you like a socialistic vulture? Say that you are mad, or perhaps you are deluded. Your brain has been brainwashed by things that have alluded to paranoid conspiracy, or with people that colluded to pulling back the curtain on information that's excluded. If you think that's the case, you're welcome to your views. But let me ask you this before you next pick up the news. Think of your own news, the one you weekly share on Twitter and on Facebook with your friends of whom you care. Did you tell a story of your latest lie, or did you tell a tale of an envious reply? Or did you paint a picture more happy and serene, a holiday snap perhaps, a life that's close to the dream, a carefully angled photo, the latest thing you bought? We've all got an agenda to control the way we're thought. So imagine if that agenda was worth billions to report. Would you remain impartial when you can act without retort? If you own most of the media and the media pays your bills, will you report on global warming when you own most of the drills? Will you report into politics, be the fairest or the best when you're funding politicians and you're backing their success? Not every story's bad or tainted with this mess. There's 1,000 brilliant journalists, reporters with hearts of gold. It's just many of them are shackled to the stories that we're told. So don't do away with media. Just remember when you read behind the story, there's a story. Behind the plant, there is a weed. That capitalistic glory is when that weed can plant a seed that grows into a thought every time you read. So next time that you read, let your own feelings win. And guess what I'm trying to say is question everything. Everything indeed, not one thing should be missed. I guess by virtue of that, you should even question this.